Hey, what's up, Dream? Long time no see. Hold on. Let me turn the music down a little bit. How you doing today? It's good to see you. Just quickly posting that I'm alive, chilling. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Also long time no see. Have you seen the Goku? I think you commented on it. Yeah. I finished the boot. I finished Goku. Well, I didn't finish. It's not done. But, like, I got a good portion of Goku's boot sculpted yesterday. Very happy with progress on that. Why is my volume master not fucking working? I don't understand. I'm gonna remove this. Remove. Volume. Add to Firefox. Allow extension to run in private browser. Okay. And then pin to taskbar. Okay, perfect. That's helpful. Okay. Anyways. Hope everyone is doing good. Blue Sky's up. Twitter is up. Let me just quickly post on Instagram and then we can get started here. Don't really have anything to talk about, so we can just basically jump right into animating, or not animating, sculpting. Live now. More sculpting going on here. Then Elden Ring later. Come on. There we go. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of a tour as to what we were working on yesterday. Just move these over here. Okay. So we did yesterday, we took the boots and we sculpted the high poly, like high detail sculpt that is eventually going to become the detail that we project onto the low poly. So as you saw, this is what we started with. This is what I turned it into. Very simple process. You just like add in a lot more geometry and then you can sculpt in the fine detail. I think it looks pretty good. I think there's still like some more areas of improvement, but you know, for right now, these purposes, like it's pretty decent. So we will move on to the pantalons, which I think are going to be like a little bit more difficult, but also probably like a lot more fun, just because like there's going to be some areas of friction, like his little crotch fold is going to be challenging, but you know, cloth. Big like puffy cloth is usually like pretty fun to work on, so I'm excited to give that a try. Turn that off, mirror that. Yeah, there they are. Man, I did a great job. I did an awesome job. But you can also we mostly sculpted with like different materials on it, like matte caps, so that always gets like you get like a bit of a false perspective on it. And speaking of perspective, there's also the different camera projections that you can use. So it's complicated. It's a complicated world. But I think it looks great so far. And hopefully you agree. Let me just switch the category here. There we go. And I need to bring up my reference. This fucking invisible Minecraft launcher icon is so funny to me. I don't know what, like, happened. I know I'm not the only one that's experiencing it, but it's just so bizarre. Why is it doing that? Why is it invisible? Okay, so in the original drawing, his pants don't really have too much of a silhouette change. You can see they're basically just tubes. We will be like adding, because this is the high poly sculpt, we will be adding those kinds of details, but when we go to do the low poly retop, it's not gonna necessarily translate. What's up, Gab? How you doing? Okay, we will get started here by, I gotta get used to this. This is like a temporary keyboard. My keyboard just broke. My nice mechanical keyboard just broke right before stream. So I'm using this as like a replacement. It's actually kind of nice because every single key on it works, as opposed to my mechanical keyboard where like keys were duplicating. But I need a replacement stat. It's getting a little dicey. Duplicate. Call this pants. Ye pants high. And how do we do this? I think I want to apply, and then within the retop. What's up, Michael? Symmetry, X symmetry. Perfect. And if I remesh it now, yeah, it's too low resolution. What's the play here? Actually, let me unmerge that. What happens if I retop with the mirror modifier? Oh, interesting. That's not what we want happening. Okay. So I think, let's see. If I put a subdivision surface on this, the problem is I want it to keep, I don't want it to lose volume like that. That's a lot of volume loss. So it turns out Stout, as I've named him, does in fact belong to the farmer that lives nearby. Yeah, that's not that shocking. That a dog that you found is from somewhere around you. I don't know why that would be shocking to anyone, frankly. Aw, man, what the fuck? What the hell am I gonna do about this? The problem is, like, it's, like, too close together here. Maybe the adaptivity needs to be Reduces the final face count by simplifying geometry where detail is not needed, generating triangles of value greater than 0, fixes poles. Disables fixes poles. What if I do 1? Amogus. Okay, fascinating. What the fuck? The hell is happening? Okay, I might have to just live with this. I might just have to live with this and, like, see what I can do. Worst case scenario, I just start over. It's not a problem. Okay, and I have symmetry on, so anything I do on one side will get mirrored to the other. That's fine. Where's my smoothing tool? Smooth. Smooth. Why is it 0.7? I put it to 0.5 earlier. 0.25. Yeah, his crotch is like... they bring his crotch, like, all the way down. It's really weird. What am I... Oh, grab. That's the one I wanted. If I do this, it's just gonna, like, pop him back into place. Oh! I guess not. That works. Honestly, I might want to turn this down a little bit. This is too much geometry for what I'm trying to go for, like, silhouette-wise. If I turn this back down to 0.05... yeah, it ruins that part. Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can do to fix that? No, it's not because of symmetry. It's not because of that. Fuck, dude. Alright, 0.025 it is. I just gotta make it work. I can do it, I can do it. He's gonna be hey meing so many Gokus you don't even know. Hey, it's me. The problem is, if I pull his pants like this, it's gonna merge them together. So I can only go, like, so hard. Okay. In terms of, like, general silhouette, I don't think that's too bad. Gotta bring his crotch a little forward. And a little out. Taper his waist in a little bit. Okay, now I want there to be like a little bit of a taper and then kind of like jutting out. I think it's a look that kind of like suits him. That's what I was trying to do before, like so. But I don't want to change the volume too much. I just want there to be like a little bit of indent and then pop, like it comes out. If I do, like, the draw tool, it should help. Okay. Oops. I like doing stylized folds like this, even though I'm like not super good at it. It's like a fun process and it's good practice. Although the problem is when I don't use the mirror modifier, I can't really get into the crevices like that. Oh wait, I can just hide... Yeah, I can hide half of the mesh. I forgot. I think this still works if I do this, right? Let's test it out. And then unhide is with Alt-H? Oh. That's not good. It doesn't work that way. Huh. What am I gonna do? I just want to make like this half invisible right now because I don't want to be able to see it. Blender, sculpting, make half the mesh invisible while still symmetry. Alt-B? Clipping region? Wait. View. View region, clipping region. Oh! Yo! I think that's exactly what I need. Wait, and then if I do this... View region, clear view region... Alt-B. Wait, what was it? View region. Clear. Control Alt-B. Wait, what's going on? Uh-oh. Wait. Wait, where'd it go? Oh no. Oh no, I think I fucked up. I think I fucked up. View region, clipping region. Wait, what? It's just back? Okay, let's try this again. Alt-B. I want to only be able to see this half. Move that shit. Oh my god, it works. That's exactly what I want. Amazing. Okay, not being able to undo it was a little scary, but perfect. And then if I remesh, if I do this remesh, oh hell yeah. Okay. Thank you, Blender Forum, Stack Exchange, Stack Overflow. Oops. That's amazing. New item in my repertoire. Okay, so typically your folds, if you think about it, like realistically, you have like a lot of area, like a lot of cloth focused around your crotch area. So typically the fold will like hang from it, right? Like so. So you would have like your indents coming from the crotch area, your like parts that come out coming from the crotch area. If that makes any sense, because that's where like a lot of the fabric sits. So the folds come from there. Does that make sense? So you try to follow that when you're doing these kinds of details. Hey, what's up, Juicebox? Long time no see. Hope you've been good. How you doing? You ever do any sculpting? Is this a new area for you? Nah, I don't like how those connect. Definitely knew I tried sculpting, but my PC was old and couldn't keep Blender open for more than an hour at most. Are you mostly a mobile artist? Like, do you mostly use mobile apps for art? And there's a software called Nomad Sculpt, which is pretty good. It's got some pretty decent tools. I think you can even do, like, some semblance of animation in it. Oh, that's a problem. That's the problem. These curves are getting too close to each other. I gotta bring those in a little bit. My iPad is the bastion of all my creativity. Haven't tried it? Yeah, I'd definitely give it a try. Nomad Sculpt if you want to look into it. And also Nomad if you want to sponsor. I promise I won't swear as much. But I would love to get paid to talk about your app. That should be awesome. I haven't, like, given it a fully serious attempt. I do have, like, I have a Galaxy S23 Ultra, so that comes with a stylus. It would kind of be the perfect situation, although I did, like, my screen is cracked, so it's not ideal. Fishing for money. I would love to get sponsorships. That'd be sick. I don't know how you guys would feel, but it costs money for you? Oh, damn. That's an iOS L. It's free on Android. Damn. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to introduce this thing to you, only to rip it away. Thought you were already sponsored at some point? No, I reached out to the creator of a game called, I think it's like Dan Shan Tak or something like that. It's like a train racing game kind of thing. And they actually responded to me, but I was not in the round of, like, sponsored creators. Denshatak, that's what it's called. But, I mean, game looks sick as hell. They didn't pay me to say that yet. But, like, game looks fucking awesome. I would love to... I should check my inbox again, see if maybe they got back to me. But they were like, yeah, thank you for applying. We're full at the moment, but we'll keep you in mind. Which is just probably their nice way of saying, like, no. That looks sick? Yeah. Apologies for the delayed response. Just wanted to let you know that I've got you down for future reference. Hope you have a great day. Yeah, so, like, it might happen, probably won't, but would be really cool. Would be a really cool opportunity, and it would give me the experience of getting sponsored, which is also a huge plus in my book. Are you more well-versed in 3D art than 2D or vice versa? My training is in 3D art, yeah. Oops. Don't love that, what I just did. So let's get rid of it. So I see you can do both. Yeah, I mean, I try to practice my hand-drawn skills, but I definitely would say, like, 3D is more my my domain, my territory. And even like within 3D, I would say like animation is where I'm most comfortable, even though I like don't do that much of it. I would love to do more stuff, but like you know, executive dysfunction and whatnot, I just find myself not working on those kinds of projects. But hopefully when Goku's done, I can get some cool animations with him. Huh? What's huh? What are you hawing? Humming and hawing. It's an understanding, huh? Oh, I see. Thought it was a questioning. My misinterpretation. Right now I'm just trying to figure out like where I can put some detail for the silhouette. Come on, Boots, start walking. They're not at walking speed yet. How'd you manage to get such a good shape for the leg and the shoe? Kind of looks like Goku's pants and whatnot. I told you, it's when you're doing folds, especially like Toriyama style folds, you have to focus on like lines that emanate from the crotch, right? Because that's where like a lot of your fabric sits, so a lot of lines emanate from it, right? So you gotta just like find your lines. That's a big part of drawing and modeling in this style, right? And even like up here, you know, you have to go from the crotch, like so. It's more like that, really. Yeah, what I find though, like my biggest problem here is like, I find I do too much in a lot of cases. Like I find I'm doing too much, so I gotta make sure like I'm not. I gotta make sure I'm like doing a light touch in certain areas. How are you gonna deal with the hair though? His hair seems somewhat Mickey Mouse-ish. I'm just not gonna worry about that, to be honest. Like I have hair blocked out. You'll see if I do head hair. I have the hair like kind of blocked out. I think I'm just gonna kind of leave it this way for the final product. I mean, we'll see. I'm still working on things, but the hair is done with curves. They're procedural, so they're done with curves like this. Yeah, I did try to like do a bit of profile stuff, but I think it's more just going to be like if it's something I really care about, I can shape key it when I'm animating. But as just like a standalone render, I think it's fine, just as is. Oops. There we go. But yeah, as for the pants and the shoes, what I did was I actually started with blocked out objects. So this is what I started with. Just earlier in the stream, these were the pants that I just started with. I blocked these out with the rest of his objects here, as you can see. Hair. So, I have these all blocked out with low poly, just like shapes, essentially, to get the feel for proportions and stuff like that. And then I take those objects, I give them a lot more geometry, a lot more detail, and then I sculpt out the shapes from there. That's my process. It's not going to be the same for everybody. This is just kind of what I was taught. So I'm currently doing that with the pants here, as you can see. They're not perfect, but they're getting there. Where it started, where it ended, or where it is right now. Does that make sense? Actually, yes, somewhat. Yeah, it's all about compartmentalizing, which is rich coming from me because I'm not good at that, just in my day-to-day life. But it is like you just break it down. I'm absorbing Blender knowledge. This isn't even like Blender knowledge. This is just kind of like fundamentals of modeling and stuff. Fundamentals of sculpting, specifically. Give him a bit of a tight ass, obviously, like Goku has. I don't actually need to have the occlusion going on right now. I can see a little bit more what I'm doing. Give him some cake or the whole bakery if you prefer. Oh, we're giving him the whole freaking bakery. You think Goku ever skips leg day? That's ridiculous. He mocks people who do that. Oh my god. Anyways. Let's see. Now I do have to have some like folds coming up from up here to indicate like tightness around the belt. So I gotta figure out what that's gonna look like. Probably would help to have the belt in the shot. This might be like a later thing to work on too, like when the belt is finished. He laughs at Moro for not lifting it all so likely. True. Damn, I didn't know you were caught up on the super manga. Moro doesn't even exist in the anime yet. What's up, Blood? How you doing today? It's good to see you. No, I would prefer it to go. They need to be like a little bit more subtle, which means it might be a detail for when we have higher resolution going on. Obviously I am. I don't know. I don't know your life. Just watching your live. I am live. That is true. Okay, now the hardest thing about like Goku style pants is the drop crotch, essentially. Just like he's got a good amount of fabric in this area, so it like folds in on itself. But that's how you really like distinguish Goku pants from other Dragon Ball characters even. So I'm gonna do like kind of a crazy technique here, where I'm gonna like carve that out and then come back to it when I have more geometry to work with. Chi-Chi is usually the one who makes Goku's clothes, right? Yes, although like sometimes the gods will do it. He got clothes from Yardrat that one time. Bulma made his clothes during the Cell Saga training era. Like he was wearing Saiyan armor that Bulma made. But yeah, usually it's Chi-Chi making his, or at least like fixing his clothes. Those the crotch is durable. I wish Vegeta stayed with the black suit. Well, I mean, we're supposed to be getting a movie soon, so maybe they'll get back to it. I don't know. That's the rumor, at least. I don't like this little area. This is a problem area. I wonder why Goku's trousers are reddish. I mean, I can change that if you don't like it. Here. Is that better? It's just like a wax material that helps you see contrast. Why is he red? I think he hasn't colored them in yet. Yeah. This is, it's being hidden by the chat right now, but I have, like, a wealth of options here. A lot of options. Like, this one helps you see harsh contrast. These, like, waxy ones will help you see contrast. This one also helps with, like, silhouettes. Got a lot of options. But usually, like, if you see a sculptor, they're usually on this, like, red waxy one. Just because, like I said, it helps with, like, seeing detail and contrast. No, change it back. Keep the red. I like the rainbow one. It's kind of supposed to be, like, reminiscent of a normal map, although it's not exactly. It's not exactly like a normal map. There's obviously, like, the colors are different. But it's supposed to be reminiscent of it. Boing, 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 boing. Boing, 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 boing. Let's playing with an action figure. For when we're at this level of detail, the red wax is a little bit easier to work with, but if we were to, like, remesh it and give it some more geometry, then we would swap over to the rainbow, at least in this case. We're gonna move on to the next level of, like, detail soon. I'm just, like, trying to get the macro details in while I still am here. By the way, the photo of Goku, did you draw it? No. I have the tag of the person that did draw it, RNTT_O. It's a very cool design that I came across on Twitter. I reached out to the artist and asked for permission to adapt it, and he said yes. So that's why I'm working on it. There's very few times where I'll be like, this project is calling my name. This one is one of them. I was feeling very strongly towards it, so I wanted to work on it, both because it's Goku and also because it's like a Scott Pilgrim, Brian Lee O'Malley style, both of which are properties that I super, super adore and love. Big fundamental parts of my my existence. So I was really excited to work on this project, even though, like, you know, I come across my own like little stumbling blocks and roadblocks and whatnot. It's fun and it's good, and it's I'm shaking the rust off. That's a big part of this as well. I haven't been doing art in a while. I haven't done art in a while, so it's good to brush off my tool belt every once in a while. But I appreciate that you thought it was me. I should have taken credit for it, actually, to be honest. Yeah, this is my drawing. I drew this. This is start to finish my design. What is this goofy ass song? This is Five Nights at Freddy's? What the fuck? Do you ever imagine a stupidly high quality animation? Do you ever imagine a stupidly high quality animation of stuff you've made? Because it keeps happening to me. Yes. I'll have like an idea of an animation in my head, and even if it's not what it looks like when I execute it, that's kind of like how it lives in my head. I keep envisioning high-budget combat scenes, fight scenes. I mean, nothing's stopping you from making it happen. That's the cool part about animation. It's you know, it might be a grueling process, but you got the absolute freedom. Gonna take a while. I know, dude. It's rough. It's rough. Let me tell you. Having these like thoughts in your head and not being able to execute them instantly to the quality that you want, it is grueling. But you also have to wallow in it a bit. You have to eat that, because to not do that is to succumb to the mindset that fuels generative AI at the moment, and that's unacceptable. So, you know, it sucks. Wallow in it. Because that's where the real passion lives. The overcoming the odds to produce something, despite how long it's going to take, despite your circumstances, despite any other condition that is put in your way, that's what it means to be a creative. It's not about the final product, it's about how you made it. It's about your passion. Damn, I'm kind of fucking cooking. You re-energized my want to do it. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. I've talked about this a bunch. Like, a lot of this is just, I do have a lot of spite. A lot of my creativity is you know, it's a bit of a spiteful response, and you know, it might be petty, but it is emotion that you are feeling that leads to creative endeavors. It's not a bad thing. At least in my view. Spite is probably the best when used right. True. Like, think about how many movies, or like TV shows especially, get made out of spite. It's awesome. I mean, Knights of Guinevere is like straight up just like a big fuck you to Disney. And that's sick. Sick as fuck. And I stand with Dana Terrace. Definitely. Okay, I think that's good for this amount of detail. After you finish making the Goku model, what will you do? Are you the game developer or something else? I went to school for game design. I am an animator by practice. I would love to do some animation with this model. And permitting the original creator, obviously. I would also love to like release this and see if anyone can make something cool with my art. I think that would be really sick. I have an idea of what to use for the model. Have him do an instant transmission Kamehameha. Would be cool. I want to do some like Scott Pilgrim audio as well. I think that would be funny. The thing is, I have no idea how I'm going to do lip sync with this model. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to model his mouth. I still don't have a full picture in my head of what that's going to look like. Okay, before I move on, I do want to figure out a little bit better what I'm doing in this area. This was kind of the first spot that I started working on, so it's not like fully figured out yet. I was about to suggest how Robot Chicken does their lip sync, but that wouldn't be a really good idea. No, honestly, it's not a bad idea. I actually have done that before. I don't know if you remember, if you were here for that era of my channel, the brief window where I introduced like a VTuber model that I never used. Where is it? Here it is. This guy. I called it my reverse face reveal. That's funny. This model, I probably still have the model somewhere, but this model, it has a bunch of pre-made mouth assets that I switch between. And I did such a good job on that. Oh my god. The advantage of that is it's like modular in a sense, like it can be placed anywhere. It can be placed anywhere on the body, which I really liked, and it's super simplified. Like, obviously, you're just switching between a couple of pre-made poses. The downside was it was pretty complicated, especially if you wanted to add a new pose into the library. I also had a short that had lip sync. Let me see if I can find that. Here we go.
All right, I'm about a third of the way through my project.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Obviously, I went a little too extreme with like the motion, but like giving it that bouncy vibe was also something I wanted to do. This is still true, by the way.
Time to start a new one.
I love that. Like, look at how bouncy it is. I love that.
Time to start a new one.
It's a bit too displaced, but I can see where you're going. Yeah, I mean,
all right, I'm about.
It moves too much. It moves too much. I definitely shouldn't have been doing all that.
A third of the way through.
But like, there was something there.
Time to start a new one.
Also, this guy. This guy was great. That barely sounds like you, I swear. Time to start a new one. I kind of like the lip sync. Yeah, I liked it a lot too. I've definitely gotten like that was in my early that was pre-streaming post daily. So I had streamed like a little bit, but it wasn't like an avenue that I was exploring really. The standardized tone of that short gave me whiplash. Okay, man. Listen, audio is hard if you're a solo producer. I'm producing my own show here. Cut me some slack. Me too. Here, I'm gonna call an expert to come up here and critique something. Working on the pants now if you wanna see how the sausage what's the song? It's called Slapstick from Project Sakai, I guess. Kind of sounds like Mario Party. I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. Hold on. I gotta send a pic. Damn, I'm straight cooking. Like this is pretty good. Gave me Pokemon vibes, but only slightly. Okay, am I ready? Am I able to move on? Am I able to move on to another detail level? Because, like, once I do that, there's no coming back, because I did not do this properly, technically. Well, I am doing it properly. The thing is, what you normally do is, what you can do is there's a multi-res modifier, multi-resolution modifier, which makes it so that you can have one mesh at different resolutions. So, like, if I subdivide a bunch, hopefully. It is a lot of geometry. We'll see. Oh, it's coming through. We're just waiting for it to react. There we go. You can see there's like so much more geometry now, right? So I can, at this level of geometry, I can do like super fine detail. Like I could do like burlap texture or something, right? Watch this. Look at how fine of a line that becomes, right? I can do that. Okay, I do that, and that's all well and good, but what if I'm like, oh, this silhouette is not actually what I want it to be? Instead of moving the silhouette at this resolution, which like might take a while and might not look the way I want it to, you can actually turn down the resolution of the model you're working on, move the silhouette, and then go back up to that higher res model. Right? And the advantage of that is you're working on the level of resolution that you want to be working on at any given moment. The problem is, or not the problem, but like the reason I didn't do that for this is because this is not like the final geometry, like geometric flow. of the model here. So you would do that after a retop, which I haven't done yet. Does that make sense? I did not explain that well. I could have explained that way better. It makes perfect sense to me, if that's any consolation. I think so. Basically, I was explaining the process to someone earlier. But basically, when you're doing a model for a game, I don't know too much about like film production, like what the workflow is like. But when you're making a model for a game, there's a couple steps, right? So you start with your block. One is you start with your block out, which is the low poly mesh that you saw before. That's what I started with when I was working on these. 2 is a high poly sculpt, and that's where you add in a bunch of detail, right? So that's what stage we're on right now. Sculpt, high poly sculpt. So that's when you add in the details that are like kind of unnecessary, like the threads and all this fun stuff. Okay. After you do your high poly sculpt, you work on your retop, which is taking the high poly sculpt silhouette, like the form, the volume, and bringing it down to a level of geometry that is simpler, but you're also working on your geometric flow. You're making sure that you don't have unnecessary polygons where you don't need them. Then 4 is multi-res with high poly projection. And the high poly projection is to, when you have your low poly retop, you add in a ton of geometry and then you reproject onto it so that you retain some of that detail with your better geometric flow. And then stage 5 is unwrap, bake. And that's taking the lighting information from the high poly and putting it onto the low poly so that you can essentially fake a lot of these details. Like, for example, when I'm doing a low poly retop, I'm not going to add in specific geometry for the laces, right? Like, I might not even like add a polygon here. This might not even end up being its own separate polygon. It probably will be, but you wouldn't go in and add like a billion polygons just for each individual thread here. What you would do is you would project that lighting information as if the lighting engine was shining light on each individual thread like that. Does that make sense? So that's a bunch of the steps, and then after this is texturing, and then you're moving on to a different like medium. How is it that some modelers have 10,000 polygons or something on their models? Well, again, like I said, it's different mediums have different needs and use cases. Like when you're modeling for a movie, you don't need to worry really about your poly count because it's not going to be in real time. You don't have to worry about how long it takes to render some polygons because you have essentially infinite time to render it. I think famously, it took like 70 hours to render one frame of Toy Story at a time or something like that. You can't play a video game at that rate, but it doesn't really matter because it's not going to be real time. You assemble the movie after the fact, right? But when you're making a video game, you do have to worry about real-time rendering. So you have to have more efficiencies in place. And a lot of the times, that's reduced poly count. Even though, here's a fun fact. If I pull up this model, the file that I'm working off of for this model, which I don't remember where it is, Documents, Brian Lee O'Malley. Documents, Brian Lee O'Malley. The model file itself is 82 megabytes, right? And I would venture to say a good portion of that is just this picture up here. I'd venture to say a good portion of that, because if I look up the reference image, that's a megabyte on its own, basically, right? So 82 megabytes, 80 megabytes for just the model, like models themselves, because it's essentially just math. It's just like a collection of points in space and then how to connect them. Models are like pretty light. I'd venture to say that when I texture this, the texture map for this model is probably going to be 4 times the size of the model itself. Some baggy pants? They sure are. What's up, Majuit? How you doing? Oh, Run Run Roddy Tops. I love this song. Okay, I think we're ready to move on to higher resolution, right? We won't get any snow for the rest of December. Like you in Sweden? Why come? How come is that? I'm just gonna grab some water. It's 6C. 1 week in November, it was negative 13. Damn. I think our coldest was negative 11 a couple weeks ago. But I don't know. I don't look at the forecast, really. I just, like, wake up and I take whatever weather is in front of me. Such bullshit. Does the inner crotch need some work? It's a DRV3 track. Yes, it is. I'm very impressed that you were able to recognize that. This could... I don't know what I was doing here, but this could still be something. Maybe like that. This is the one that's used before Trial 1. Okay. Okay. Enough waffling. Let's just let's move on. So I'm going to undo that. And then let's remesh. We are at 0.025. Let's try 0.01. Yeah, that'll be pretty good. So we got a lot of cleaning up to do here. Where'd my chat go? What the fuck? We got a lot of cleaning up here to do. But now that we have more geometry, we should be able to define these forms a lot better. I'm not gonna go crazy like I did on the boots. I'm not gonna go like super in depth and do like fucking felt or fabric textures or anything like that. Just because like we don't really necessarily want them for the final model anyways. That's a big thing. Like I want these forms to be on the final texture here. Whether they look realistic or shaded or not, like cartoon shaded, I still would like these forms on the final model. But like I don't care if his pants have like a burlap texture or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just like level of detail that you are comfortable with is what you're aiming for in these kinds of models. That's a weird indent. This model's doing some weird things. Damn, I cooked. I know I keep saying that, but like these look great. These look awesome. This looks better than my panda model. Do you guys remember that? I go back and I watch that every once in a while because I was very proud of it. What? You don't remember? This might have been before your time. This one. This is a very similar story. I came across these designs for like fast food fighting game characters. This is the design by the watermark is covered, but I think it's like Corin Kaiser. Yeah, Corin Kaiser Stone. Yeah. I came across these designs and I'm like, I want to work on that. So I did a very similar thing. So this is my 3D sketch. And then I did like a high poly model with retop. I guess I didn't show the high poly model, but yeah. The only thing is like I wasn't super happy with the texture work on this one. Texturing is by far, because it's the most 2D analogous part. It's the part that I'm like least comfortable with, but I think I did a good job. Could have been better. These animations are pretty good, I feel, as well. I got some pretty good like secondary in there. The idle is good, the slash is good. Yeah. I think I did a good job with this model. And like it's not my best work, obviously. Like I said, texturing is not my forte, really. But yeah, this was a fun project and very similar to what's going on here as well. This was in the dark times, the quiet period in my channel. By the way, Majwa, check this out. My keyboard broke like right before stream, so I'm using an old Mac style keyboard. This is my substitute for today, and it's actually pretty good. Aside from the Windows key being in a different spot, like normally I'm used to it right here, but it's here. Mac style. I think this was with an iMac. There's the serial number. I don't know if you can see it. KY6310PH9VZSA. That's an old iMac then? Yeah. It's so old, it has the fucking, like a keyed USB port. It has a keyed USB, like, connector. So that means, like, I think the intention was on the iMac, it had a keyed USB port, which means you couldn't plug normal USB into. The PS port, is that what it was called? This one. You see that? Never mind. No, it's like, it's a USB port, but it's got like a little notch at the top. If my camera would fucking focus on it. It's got a notch at the top, which means on the Mac side, it wouldn't, like, you couldn't plug normal USB into it. So you would have to connect this peripheral, and then these are normal USB. Which is bizarre. I'm very glad they stopped that practice. Could you imagine if they still had that? Pepino. Thought it was the PS2 port, aka mouse and keyboard port that have many motherboards still have. Oh yeah, my motherboard still has it. Hey, what's up, Daylight? Yo, look at my pants. Check my pants out. How am I doing? Look at that. Goku. It's me, Goku. Those pants look real good. Thank you. I think I like smoothed everything out, yeah. Okay, so the name of this game right now at this level is just defining the forms that I was doing before. Maybe adding a little bit more detail to them, especially the crotchular region. Crotula. Count crotula. You can count on crotula. Do you remember that old Flash game Fancy Pants? Yeah! I've been seeing fan art of it every now and then, which is pretty funny. Fancy Pants fucking rocked. Oh, dude! Should we do that on stream one day? Just play Fancy Pants Adventure again? Remember this game? I gotta go back to that Nitrome stream. Nitrome video essay idea. Okay, this is where you can add some real sauce, right? Look at that. Look at what a difference just adding that one like defined edge does to the style. Immediately you're like, oh, that's Dragon Ball pants. Those are Dragon Ball pants. I miss Nitrom games too. I had a video essay idea that's like similar to those ranking every episode of a TV show kind of videos, like LS Mark and Johnny Two Cellos, where I would play and rank every single Nitrom game. And I got pretty far into it. The problem is a lot of them are Flash-based, so you can't actually play them on modern browsers without the translation layer. When does Jingle Grumps start? I would assume December. It is December, you fool. Isn't that bizarre? It's fucking December. Holy shit, dude. I know we do this every year, but, like, still. ...2025 is almost over, thank God. Fuck this year. I mean, I don't want to be a doomer, but, like, what is gonna change when the clock rolls over? Like... You know, I'm sorry to hear that you're not having a great year, but like, what is going to happen come January 1st that's like significantly different? Same, my birthday is next week. Less AI, I hope. I mean, listen, it's going to suck when the bubble bursts, especially with how fucking much of the market or how much of the economy right now is dependent on it. It's going to fucking suck. It's gonna fucking suck, but it's inevitable. It's gonna suck for the market. Let me be clear. I'm very excited for the bubble to burst, especially with like how hardware costs are rising right now. Maybe the universe will stop throwing bullshit at me next year. I mean, hopefully. I'm hoping for you, kid. Which bubble burst I just got here, we're hoping the hope right now is, even though it's gonna hurt for the markets for a bit, that the AI bubble bursts. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. You can't just have like the entire economy propped up by one singular multi-trillion dollar company. Like, it's just not sustainable. Sticks of RAM are 10 times more expensive because the main producers of them are selling to AI companies. Well, the big news was that Micron is pulling out of the consumer space. Micron, who owns the Crucial brand of memory and storage. I'm an AI guy, and it's totally propped up by boomer investors who are being fooled, for sure. For sure. And then it's like there's hard pushes to make sure that it's like super integrated so that the market can't pop, the bubble can't pop. Like they're trying to make it a too big to fail kind of thing, but like it's gotta happen. It's gotta. It's clear that it still has many kinks to iron out. I mean, that's also part of my problem, was that it was made available to the public way too soon. but that's also part of the intention, again, with like going back to this like making it too big to fail kind of thing. If you get it ingrained in society like as quick as possible, then you make it so that people will fight for it. I remember this same thing happened with crypto. These companies are legit hunting for use cases for blockchain shit. It's hilarious. I mean, yeah, and then we see that Meta lost like $70 billion on the metaverse venture. So it's just like, they're never going to learn. They're never going to learn because, you know, the people that are paid never to learn get the golden parachutes that they want anyways. It's like, it's the whole thing with fucking, if this Warner deal goes through, which it's very likely going to if there's no government intervention, because let's be fucking real, it's not like there's gonna be. If the Warner deal goes through, Zaslav fucking won, and he gets everything that he wanted because he did the thing that he was brought in to do, which is strip Warner Brothers for parts, absolutely gut the company, and then sell it off to the highest bidder. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Entire industries just built on fucking people over. What did you rate Dispatch out of 10? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Like, it's... I'd probably put it at like an 8.5, 9 out of 10, which might seem kind of harsh, especially considering like how much I enjoy it. Like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love the game, but it's just like at the moment, in the context of the single season that is out, it's just like pretty anemic. Like, there's not really enough to it. It's an amazing game, don't get me wrong. Love the characters. 8.5, 9 is quite generous. Did I say 8.5, 9? I love the characters, I love the world, I love the art style. That's probably my biggest boon, is that this is like further legitimizing animated mediums. But at the same time, like, one single season is definitely not enough for the game to have legs. Like, they need to definitely work on more if the game is going to stay any semblance of relevant. I definitely think it should have been up for more awards, though. Like, let's be real. Good writing, good direction, good characters, good acting. Like, I think it got nominated for one thing at the Game Awards. That's ridiculous. And I know you can't, like, give it everything, but... It's fantastic in terms of animation. The writing was atrocious to me. Oh, I loved the writing. I think the writing was awesome. Thought it was funny. Great characters, good motivation, like genuine characters as well. I'm not one of the guys that's like, oh, the boys wishes it could be like this. Both exist in their own context. Both have their own positives. I like the direction that each of them take their respective characters and worlds. Different settings have different ways to navigate them. The gameplay also needs some more consequence as well, for sure. I was doing an experiment where I was like trying to be the biggest asshole I could be, and in doing so, I did like entire swaths of the dispatching missions where I just did nothing. Let things run out of time, send the wrong hero and let them fail. Did absolutely nothing. It has no impedance on the gameplay whatsoever. That definitely needs to change. They definitely need to have consequences and have like alternate endings. Like have an ending where the fucking city crumbles and collapses because you didn't do anything. Katamari music, finally. I'm excited for what the studio comes up with next, for sure. Like if they are able to secure some more IPs Telltale style, they definitely have a future. We will just have to see. It's a pretty brutal world out there in IP requisition. Words. Okay, question. Should the pants go into the boots? I'm thinking, maybe. Also, this might, like, jut out a little too much. Judd Apatow. La 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 la. That's better. He usually tucks his boots into his pants into his boots. I can do that. I can make that happen. So then all I have to do is bring this in a little bit more. That's why we made holes in the boots. Ash versus Yugi file size was so big it had to be delayed. I'm so excited. I was seeing some discourse about that. I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't really give a shit about the Pokemon anime. So I have no dog in this fight. What was the discourse? Just about how, like, Yugi would absolutely fuck up Ash. Satoshi. Put on my weeb hat. It always... Okay, this might just be, like, my own weird, like, place Japan thing. But, like, for me, I cringe now anytime someone calls him Ash. And it's so bizarre, because it's like... Yeah, his name might be Satoshi in Japan, but, like, that's not what most people know. So it's like... that's just, like, my own weird hang-up. My own, like, semblance of, oh, I have to be the smartest person in the room. Pokemon? Yeah, in the Pokemon anime, Ash's name is Satoshi in Japan. And I have to be the most obnoxious person in the room about it. Actually, he's not called Ash in the original. I'm insufferable. Most people say Yugi's last name is Moto, even though in the anime it's actually Muto. Isn't his name Yami? Isn't it Yami Yugi? All I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the... Yami is the pharaoh? Oh! Okay. All I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the, like, couple episodes of the abridged Little Karibo series. Kaiba. Regular Yugi is just Yugi Muto, while the one in the Millennium Puzzle is Yami Yugi. That's too confusing for me, man. I'll just stick to Dragon Ball, where things are not confusing. I'll stick to Dragon Ball where things are not confusing. Just ignore Goku Black and the different versions of Trunks and Cell that there are, because they had to introduce different methods of time travel. And how there's like there's 18 universes, but 12 of them are the ones that exist because like 6 of them got wiped out by Beerus, who was bored or whatever. But also there's Daima, which introduces other different dimensions which exist within these universes, because there's also the other world, which is technically heaven, but it's also like a physical place in reality that Goku can just like teleport to willy-nilly. Even though he's immortal, he was somehow given access to having a body in heaven, which is supposed to not be possible. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Also, isn't the manga of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a bunch of different games, not just card games, not just Duel Monsters? That's what I heard. Isn't there like racing arcs and whatnot? Oops. Oh, I zoomed in too much. That's season 0, and there's Duel Monsters where Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes the primary focus. Damn, what is this Incredibles ass music playing right now? Does that look like too organic to me? I mean, not to me, just in general. I'm a beach, my name's Robert. Oh, I'm a beach, my name's Robert. Thought you were telling me something about your day. I really need to watch Play Dispatch. I mean, yeah, it's the same experience, pretty much. Whichever one you choose to do. I went grocery shopping to a new local store that opened up, and I spent almost $200 there. Fuck Foodland. That was my day. Yo, lay off Foodland. Foodland's the GOAT. Just kidding. I have no loyalty to any grocery chain. It is very much like the Foodland sucks. It is very much the option for like rural areas. Like whenever we stay at our cottages, like whenever we rent a cottage, I should say, we don't own cottages. I don't know why I said that. Like Foodland is usually the only option within a bunch of kilometers. I don't know though, we don't have it here. What are some other local chains we could confuse people with? Loblaws. It's way too expensive and there's nothing but Foodlands where I live. I mean, yeah, that's part of it, is because like they're the only option. I'm sure they can get away with that kind of thing. It's not price fixing because that involves other people, other like brands, but there's something to it. There's a local No Frills, but it's tiny and doesn't have much product variety. I like No Frills because they have the President's Choice flavored soda water that I like, and that's the only reason. No Frills is good. I wish I had some Canadian products, though. Yeah, like Coffee Crisp. Although, fuck Nestle. Or... I like... all dressed chips are good. Is it... They don't have sour cream and onion in the States? Sour cream and onion chips. America. I guess they do. There's a chip flavor that I like that they don't have in the States. They don't have sour cream and onion in the US? Okay, then maybe that's it. Ketchup? I don't like ketchup. It tastes too vinegary for me. They also don't have barbecue, I don't think. Or all dressed, that's the one. All dressed. Which I do like, actually. But I'm a plain Jane chip kind of guy. No, I'm asking you if they did or not, and you lied. You also like that syllabus. I'm back studying GCSE, but I might come back and continue. What is GCSE? Is that like a general GCSE? General Certificate of Secondary. Okay. That's interesting. The ketchup one tastes vinegary. Yeah. It just has like that like feel to it where it just like stings your mouth a little bit. I'm not a huge fan. I'm a bad Canadian. I make up for it by drinking way too many ice caps. I bet you don't say a boot. We don't all say a boot. Most people just know like the Newfie accent. Or like Toronto. Or like Letterkenny, which is like very, very rural Ontario. Do y'all generally play crosswords or puzzles in general? I had like a phase where I was doing the crossword every day, the New York Times. None of my friends do it all. Get better friends. I hate puzzles. I hate puzzles. Just give me the answer, you know what I mean? God. Why are we playing this game? I love puzzles. I've been doing school syllabus, yes. Okay. Who doesn't love puzzles? Daylight, apparently. This is news to me, especially because Elden Ring is such a puzzle game. Why would I use my brain when I can just brute force everything? I do like the idea of a game that like really gives you those tools to your choice, like to your disposal. I feel like that's what the original Deus Ex is like. D&D is not a puzzle game. I mean, it can be. Depends on how annoying your dungeon master is. You must solve my riddles 3 before you can continue. Roll for intelligence. If I could play Sudoku or something during a D&D
Roll
campaign.
for, or I could just fucking smash the door.
No, you gotta roll for strength. Roll for charisma to smash the door. Damn, Phoenix Wright has awesome music. This reminds me of the Backstreet version of this song. This needs some more volume, I think. The problem is, like, the inner thigh can't really get too much volume because then it attaches to itself. Across the pond. Yeah, I think it's already starting to, like, try and jump it. Also, Backstreet, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, hold on. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Phoenix Wright. Backstreet. It's just forever tainted. I will never be able to hear that song unless I hear that.
Fuck the what?
I've said that so wrong. I will never be able to hear that song and not think of that. That sounded so good. It is good, but there is like kind of an unsatisfying resolution to some of the line delivery. I don't know how to describe it without like spoiling it. You just like, you think that the lines are going to keep going, but then they like loop back to the beginning. SpongeBob SquarePants. Watching Breaking Bad Season 2? That's so funny. My niece is watching Breaking Bad as well. And my other niece is watching Pluribus. And my other niece is watching, I don't know, some Disney show. Vampirina. Damn, this is like very classic early One Piece music. Dragon Quest? That is what is playing, yes. Another Toriyama thing. Are you guys enjoying watching the sculpting process of this? Because I am very much enjoying sculpting it, I will say. This is like some of the most fun I've had sculpting in a while. There's just something about like these shapes that are super satisfying. It's like actual sculpting? Yes, correct. I'm gonna study Sia. Thanks for dropping by, Blood. Blood. Blood is actually studying. Okay, I will never say that again, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh my god. That O has some weight behind it, yeah. There's some implications. Such disappointment. Oh. Oh, that's my favorite streamer. Succumbing to the brain rot. Sorry, I put myself in the category of... Lost another one? Yeah. I put myself in the category of your favorite streamer. Your favorite Martian. To be fair, you're the only streamer I watch. Hell yeah. Winning by default. That's my fave. I feel like most streamers do that, to be honest. I don't watch enough. I'm not, like, up to date enough to be able to do that shit. My TikTok feed right now is just, like, babies getting hurt. Or laughing. Or both. Plus, other streamers usually have a really alive chat. Wow. Aaron has baby fever. Our messages can actually linger. Wow, what a subtle... Are you negging me? What a subtle dig. You know, most streamers actually usually have, like, more chatters. Yeah, okay. I didn't mean that. Oy, oy, oy. Most streamers have viewers, you see? Yeah, exactly.
Did you have to? Did you have to? Did you have to let it linger?
Why did I do that? That was a dumb decision. Just undo that. This part, like, comes in too much, I feel. I gotta, like, pull it out a little bit. Pull out all the stops. Like that. Oh, wait. We're clipping. Hold on. That's the problem. Oh no! Oh no! It's merged. Okay, this part has to come in so that the other part can go out. Have I shown you guys the snake hook? The snake hook tool? Check this shit out. This tool is really cool. Most sculpting software will have this, but as opposed to the grab tool, which grabs in this kind of pattern, snake hook essentially like makes new geometry, kind of. Or at least it's supposed to. What is this? Elastic snake hook. Oh, sorry, I was using the wrong snake hook. This one. So as long as you do it right. Ew, yeah. It's kind of a gross concept, but it's pretty cool. It's good for like extending geometry. Oh, pinch? I haven't tried that. I don't know if I want that, though. That's fine. I'll just stick with the tools that I've been using. I've been using. No! These are too close again. Fuck! God damn it, dude. Why are his legs so close together? I might literally have to animate him like with his, or model him with his legs splayed out. We ran into a problem? No, it's fine. It's fine. I can make it work. It should be fine as long as I can remesh it. He worked his ass off for that thigh gap. True. Oh, I haven't even... Wow, I've mostly just been focusing down here. I forgot I have, like, the rest of the model to do. Why didn't my chat send? Did you say a bad word in it? A naughty word? A no-no word? Are you gonna model his peanuts? To the degree that I will do this part, yeah. I'm not loving this area as much anymore. I don't know what I did to fuck it up. It doesn't feel as puffy anymore. I think that's the problem. It's got to feel puffier. I think I got to bring this inner part down. That's better, I think. Money, motherfucker. Oh, sorry. I was just lost in thought. I got lost in the sauce. Okay, I'm back. This is from a Zelda game? You still listen to this goofy ass music? True. It's fun. It's a fun, goofy ass track. Did you listen to Half Horse, Half Man that I sent you, Daylight? No, I forgore. Well, no time like the present, am I right? I have a question about men. Shoot. I might not have the best answers, but I'm always here to field them, the questions, and the men. And I'm a half horse, half man. Listen, I don't want to reveal too much. I don't want to reveal too much, but I am the wrong person to ask that. I will say. I don't want to reveal too much. Gotta leave some stuff to the imagination. Okay, keep your secrets. I will. I keep them locked in my diary. It's a weird like balance I'm doing right now. Where like I don't want it to go too deep, but I still want to have like some form. It's weird. Okay, I probably just have to leave it like that. Okay, now for the fun part. This center area, this troubled child. So I think it actually like bulges out a little bit. Did you listen to Half Horse, Half Man yet? That does not look great so far. I'll listen to it now, so leave me alone. Yay. I love badgering people. Man, like that's fascinating. Okay, I think I might be able to knock down... Well, I can still do more on the butt area. Who would win between Ben 10 and Goku? I mean, I don't know enough about Ben 10 scaling. I do know, like, Alien X, is, like, capable of creating a universe. So, like, the scaling is a little tough, because, like, Goku is, at the moment, capable of destroying a universe. But I don't know how much energy it takes to create a universe. So it is tough scaling-wise. I think just by like sheer numbers, Ben would win. But like Goku, you know, Goku's been fighting for years. Ben is just a little baby. Ben's a little baby boy. I'm tempted to give it to Goku. Granted, I have very limited knowledge on Ben 10. And also I'm biased because I like Goku. I like Dragon Ball. Does that suffice? What about Goku versus Saitama? Goku. Easy. Easy clap. I'm not caught up on the One Punch Man manga, but Saitama does not have any scaling even remotely close to someone like Buu Saga Goku. Very interesting. I didn't know Goku beat Saitama. Well, I mean, think about it. What's the strongest feat that Saitama has, right? Something like blowing all the gas off of Jupiter or whatever, right? Sneezing all the gas off of Jupiter, right? Very Superman, like classic Superman style feat. Goku at the beginning of Z is going toe-to-toe with a universe destroyer. And has just gotten stronger since then. So it's, you know, like Saitama is extremely strong, right? And obviously he has feats where he like gets stronger. But you know, he ain't touching Goku. Like even in base. And the argument is always Saitama's a gag character. Sure. So was Goku. Goku versus Simon from Gurren Lagann. I don't want to get into too spoilery territory, but I don't want to get into too spoilery territory, but yes, also Goku. Just like here, the way I always like scaled it, the way I always presented it was Cap. Okay, do you think something capable of destroying a universe could destroy Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann? Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Just listen to the song, it's pretty good. Could something that destroys a universe destroy Gurren Lagann? I don't know, but I think Simon has exponential scaling. The scaling argument is always rough because you can also say like, well, but Goku has the time chamber, so he could get as strong as he needs to be, right? Sure, Gurren Lagann will get stronger if it combines with more characters, but Goku will get stronger if he has more training time. So it's like, you can do that scaling argument both ways. Why do men always argue about who's more powerful in anime? Because it's tied directly to our standing as men. If Goku loses this fight, then it's like I'm losing the fight. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's because of patriarchy. True. Y'all need to argue on real stuff like who's hotter. All right, give me two characters and I'll argue. I'll argue till the cows come home. Who's hotter, Goku or Saitama? That one's interesting. Cause Saitama, first of all, bald. Okay, that's already in a lot of people's eyes negative aura. They're both not hot. That's not true. That's not true. I feel like Saitama is too, like, petulant. He gets a bit too petty. Whereas Goku, like, basically his only downside is he is not lazy. Lazy's the wrong word. More just, like, very singularly focused. So, I mean, like, if you are, like, down for, you know, like a super hyper-focused autistic guy, I think Goku probably takes this one. Saitama just gets, like, very... I don't know. He also, like, does not have a lot going on. But they're both jobless in very similar ways. Okay, his Gussie is not progressing the way I want it to. Like, if it were up to me, and it's like Goku versus Goku or Saitama, I'm going Goku. I'm going Goku. Saitama does not seem like a fun hang. That is really a crack. Johann Liebert? Who is this? He is a serial killer. Tenma? Wait, like Astro Boy Tenma? Oh no, a different Tenma. Why is his pants very veiny? That's just like that's just the Toriyama style of drawn pants. It's not the easiest to translate into 3D, but like that's just how he drew them. There are folds in the clothes. Fair. Yeah, also, like, I feel like you're getting influenced by the color a little bit. Like, if I go like this, it's maybe a little bit easier to imagine what they are. Or maybe not, I don't know. I could just be talking out of my ass. Definitely influenced by the texture. I'm not into modeling. That's fair. Not everyone has like the I don't want to say the mindset because that makes it seem like, oh, you got to get on that grind set shit. But you know, like not everyone is equipped with like perceiving stuff in that way. I still have like a little bit more I could do at this detail level, and then I will bump it up very, very soon. I will have to revisit this when the belt gets figured out, just because like a lot of this upper part is influenced by the belt, like how the belt is placed and like the insertion and stuff. Do I want a crack that goes up like this? Nah, probably not. Please model Goku's junk. What do you think I'm working on right now? What do you think this is? Okay? She's shy, but, like, she's there. Just out and ready for a night out on the town. Make bulge. Don't make the bulge too baggy for that. I think what she wants me to do is something like that. That's what you wanted? Yeah. That's inhuman. No, exactly, but it's not insane. You get it. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a little weird. Okay, I just want to see what it looks like with the rest of the model before we I drop it down another resolution. Arms, top, hair, head. Gmod mode. I actually should hold on. Let me just, because we're not gonna do flat shading like this. Let me put it back to this. Oh, where'd the principled go? Principled BSDF. Is that all of them? And then the eyes can stay flat? I think that's pretty good. I don't know. What do you guys think so far? This lighting kind of makes it look like a Roblox model, but other than that... That's a cool Goku. Thank you. I think it's coming along really well. His hair definitely needs to be bushier. And I need to change his head. I need to fix his head. I see Sonic. Get the cheese. I was actually going to reach out to the original artist and see if they'd be fine with me releasing the model for free. Okay. So then let's grab... Let's get all these guys turned off again. Belt can come back on. And let's drop down. Let's drop down to point... We're at 0.01. Let's do 0.005. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Okay, so we have to do some smoothing. Smooth this shit out a bit. And this will probably let us get a lot more detail in that Gokussy. The Gokussy area. And you know how I was like going over the lines that I had already placed to like sharpen them and make them more defined? We're going to do that again. We're going to do it all over again. Because it's like super blurry now. But you see if I grab the draw sharp brush, I can make that shit real sharp. I can make that shit real sharp now. So we gotta go over it again. I'm not even a DBZ fan, and I take offense at Gokussy. What else would you call this part? What else would you... What on earth could you call it? It's literally also, like, again, part of the Toriyama design. Like here, this is a fighter's render. He's got it. This is the Shimamura design that everyone dunks on. He's got it. Pants seam. Shintani. There it is. He's hiding it behind the belt, but... Chiyusi. Giyusi. More vaginal because it's symmetric. That's fair. That is a fair point. I try to keep my models symmetrical just because it's simpler. And I'm lazy. But we definitely could make it asymmetric. You even did the Majoras and Minoras. I told you I need to work on my I need to practice anatomy. So, you know, you gotta find spots to put it in. PhD in sex ed for this. Welcome back, Juicebox. How was whatever you were doing? What? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna fix it. The bit went a little too far, but we'll fix it. I was basically right with my guess. So much peak. What's up, Michael? Ice climbers. Ganondorf. I think if I just make it like not as dramatic, it should be fine. Maybe close the gap a little bit. You're still on the pants? Yes, that's basically all I'm going to be doing today on this. I think that's a little bit better, right? Bro's doing reconstruction surgery. We're providing Goku gender-affirming care. We're very happy for their transition. What if the seam is, like, near the top, and then it, like, tapers out? Nope. Why is it so, like, deep in there? Why is it so deep in there? Yeah, we just gotta fish it out a little bit. This is gonna need so much context? Nah. Nah, we're fine. We're all good, man. It's all good. Don't stress out. Don't worry about it. It's transformed into a sumo belt? Yeah. I'm panicking at the last second. Just trying to think of, like, how the fuck does this work? How the fuck does this little pants crease work? I just want to know. Oh god, I want to open it. I was doing a sequelitis reference. I'm sorry, I hope my backseating didn't ruin his crotch. No, it's fine, it's fine. It was something I had to figure out eventually anyways. It works thanks to his power pole. I think we do have to make it, like, asymmetric. So I'll just leave it as it is, and then that'll be the last part to work on for this. It pains me, just especially because it's going to make rigging it a lot harder. A lot more complicated. But, you know, sometimes you got to make the hard choices. Let me see what the games do. Goku Fighters. I mean, to be honest, that part is usually actually like kind of blank. And it's like super deep as well. Ooh, it tapers at the top. Interesting. Maybe I'll try that. Custom Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by, Juicebox. Okay, does that make it look less? What's the word? Sapphic? Sapphic, that's the word, was trying to think of it. Like sapphire. Pardon. Okay, I'm pretty cool leaving that for today. There's still like a little bit more to do, just like there is more to do with the boots. But for right now, I'm good leaving that as is. Sapphic wasn't the word, it's yonic. What is yonic? In the shape of a vulva. So then what is sapphic? Relating to sexual attraction or activity between women. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were right. Okay, I'm fiddling too much. Let's move on to Elden Ring. You guys down for that? Just hit save on that. I want to take a quick pic for the gram. My grandma. That's like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine joke, I think. Wow, can you believe it? This became this. Let's do... Sun's out, guns out. I don't know. Alrighty. Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Oh. Okay. I just need to figure out where to plug my controller in. Because normally I would do it into my keyboard, but I'm doing a different keyboard this time, and when I tried it, the USB ports weren't working. Corey Taylor sang that recently. Who is Corey Taylor? Oh? Huh? Are you Canadian? You got that Canadian vibe? I am. I am, in fact, Canadian. What about me gives that off? I got that Canadian vibe, apparently. Or you might have just read the tags on my stream. Your voice sounds Canadian, like slightly different than American. Interesting. I am close to America in terms of proximity. I forgot how long this takes to load off of my hard drive. I should definitely swap it over, at least for when I'm streaming. Maybe my peripheral vision read the tag and into subconscious. Maybe. I mean, I'm not a psychologist. I'm just Canadian. Come on! Mechanical hard drive in my computer. Never mind, he didn't sing it recently. It was 7 years ago. I don't even know who this is. Oh my god, did the game freeze or something? No. What is happening? Has it moved like at all? Oh, there we go. Okay, I think Daylight said I'm not suitable for this area. So we will just teleport back to... Fuck, where were we? Were we down at... No, we were here. Right, we were trying to find a boss here. Go back to the academy. I'm already ahead of you. I'm already 6 steps ahead of you, baby. I'm playing Red Dead, so I can't be here to hold your hand. That's fine. I got this shit on lock. Okay. Where am I going? Ah! Like I said, on lock. Don't notice me. Thank you. Ooh. Wizards. Yippee! Oh, that's a jar man. Oh god. Okay, let's try and avoid those guys for now. Maybe get them to come one at a time. Hello. Do you take bleed damage? Whoa, god. That would be really cool if you did. Okay, I don't think I can counter him, or the window is too small. That's the Star Bomb song one? This one, specifically? Oh! Oh! Yes? I thought there was like a really, really big one that the song was about. I don't know. I have this weird thing in my brain. Where like I will listen to something like explicitly explain the plot of a movie or a game or something like that, and I'll listen to it even though I've never played the game, and that description of the game does not stay in my brain at all. So, like, the way I know this is, like, I'll listen to a movie review that, like, will explicitly spoil stuff in the movie and, like, talk about the movie setting and plot and whatever. I'll listen to that before seeing the movie. I'll watch the movie, and then I'll go back and I'll listen to that review. That none of the first listening stuck in there at all. I will have none of that. It'll be like as if I'm listening to the review the first time. So it's like that with this, I think. Like, because I heard the Star Bomb song before playing this game, and now that I'm playing it, like, nothing from that song is stuck in there. I do that too, the spoilers don't register. It's a very weird but, like, interesting quirk of our brains, I think. Ritual pot. I could do some ritual pot. Still no shortcut or item ahead. Oh wait, it said open. It's not open from this side. Okay. Boss? No. No! Oh, you fucks. You fucks. You fuck. You fuck. Don't fuck with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Cool. We're all good. We're good. We're good. They are way too strong for how fast they can attack and from how far away. Maybe I'm just too weak. Ooh, can I have this item off of the wall? Friends. Bam, bam, na, 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 na. Oh, boss fight! Let's go! Oh my god, am I ready? Wait, how far away is the nearest? Oh, it's like pretty far. Alright, we're gonna try it. I have only half of my flasks. Who are you? Red Wolf Radagon. Ouch. Okay. Ow! 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 Woo! Fuck. Fuck! Fuck. Ah! Oh my god. Oh shit. Fuck! Oh, I was really close for my first time. If I had all my flasks, I could have done that, I think. Okay. I have the download. We can do this now. Fuck these guys. Good first try. I think I'm a little over-leveled, but whatever. Nope, that's the wrong way. Ow! Fuck. Okay. Off to a bad start. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, that was pathetic. I didn't even get a single hit in. Okay, the download did not work that time. The download seemed to have failed. But it's fine. We will re-access that server and try again. Good first try. Not as good second try. Pretty pathetic second try, actually. Ow! Cunt. Oh my god, that was a trap. And I fell right for it. Ah, fuck! Right in the booty. Fuck! Oh, I didn't think it would do that much. Wow. This dragon is very weak, and I am bad at the game. Dragon? Did I say dragon? Is this a dragon? No, it's a wolf. Can I parry any of these attacks? Ah, fuck! I did the same thing. Great. That's cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, I have quite a bit of rust to shake off from yesterday. I'm cursed. There's got to be a quicker way to this boss, right? Like a shortcut I haven't unlocked yet. Woohoo! Haha, you're not getting me this time. Bitch! Fuck! Fuck! Oh my god, dude. Let's go! Okay, that was easy. That was easy. That was easy. That was easy. Memory stone. I don't have any. I don't have any memory of the stone. What does it do? Memory slots. Increase memory slots. What is memory? Like Ash of War? What is a memory? Memory slots. Is that this? I have more of these? It's for spells? Aw, man. Aw, man. Alright, whatever. I beat it. I beat the boss. That's all I wanted to do. I can go home now. That's a fall drop. Bar drop. Fall drop. Crabs? Are they aggro? No, they're chill. They're chilling. Are you aggro? Yes. No? Are you chill? We chillin'? Yeah, we're fine. Oh, wait. Ow. Practice my parry. Fuck. Where's is there not a Grace anywhere nearby after that boss? Am I just stupid? Can two things be true at once? Oh, jar people. Let's get this guy first. Stop, 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 stop. Stop! Ah, you fuck! You fuck! You fucker! You are one who is a fucker. There we go. Oh my god. These pots are the best fighters on the planet. There should be a site of grace in the room where you fought a wolf after beating it. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm fighting some pots. Damn it. Can I counter these? Doesn't seem like it. I need more attacks to be counterable. Ah, there we go. Hi. Do you need it right now this second? Oh. Okay.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah, that would have been nice to know.
Sorry, I thought I asked. Can I do it?
That's a question for you. Can you?
Do you have your laptop here?
It's not set up. It's fine. I can end it. I'm good.
Well, can you take a pause? Like, it'll take you 3 keystrokes.
But it's gonna be annoying. It's fine. I accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm gonna skedaddle. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for coming along this journey. Sorry the Elden Ring part ended up being cut a little short, but hey, I beat the boss that I wanted to. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next time I go live. Be sure to tune in next time. Don't know when that will be, but you guys have been great. Sorry for the odd cutoff. I got some stuff to do, and I will see you on the next one.